Hidden Object Guru here, joined by.
The Gun Wrangler.
For more Sniper Elite 3, we're going to try out something I've never played before, which is the Overwatch mode. I've done the co-op dedicated missions in Sniper Elite 4, but not here in Sniper Elite 3. So this should be pretty intriguing. Uh, you are going to be up on a rocky outcropping, and I am supposed to be creeping around like a ninja through the fog.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I got a guy right there at the bottom. I'm going to...
Thank you! Yeah, he saw me
Friends.
immediately. Yeah, he spawned like... That guy spawned next to me immediately.
Yeah,
I was not ready
I
for
kind
that
of noticed
guy.
that. I was like, oh, well, this
Yeah.
guy's right here. And he noticed you. I'm
Wow.
like, oh, I'm going to shoot him with my Webley. I don't have a Webley. Or,
Oh
sorry, I have a well
no.
rod.
Nice. Just gonna try to keep tagging dudes.
Hold on. Come on, pop your head out again.
There we go. Got another guy. We got a truck literally full of dudes over there. Oh my god.
Oh,
So yeah, the reinforcements were ready for us. For some reason, oh, there's a limit to how many people I can tag. No, it should be... I should have a few more. Alright, well, they know right where I am. Hopefully they've
well,
got
you
no idea where you
tagged
are.
a whole bunch that are close to you that I can't hit.
Oh, okay.
And
I understand
Alright.
now. Oof. I think tag limits are for
Nope.
the birds.
Well, you got one more that you can tag.
Yeah.
There's a
Alright.
guy creeping up on your left that you tagged that I can't shoot because he's behind some rocks.
Alright, well, I'm getting to a higher position, so hopefully he won't be able to see me for a little while. There we go. Wait.
Shit.
Come
Oh.
on.
Oh, mandible hit.
Oh no! Those are always the most disgusting. Alright, so I
probably
think
pretty
I've got everybody tagged.
Yep.
Wait. Oh no, I was about to tag him, but you murdered him first, so bravo. Of course, we're not just here to play Sniper Elite 3, we're here to talk some television as well. This is week 4 of Barry. We've just watched, and oh, was it a relief? Oh my god.
That was the most twisted relief, though.
Oh no, it's the most twisted relief I've ever seen. But yeah, because I had for a couple of weeks now been very worried about where Barry is going and whether it had written itself into a corner that it was going to try to cheapen its way out of. And you remained more confident than I was that they had this on lock, and it turns out you were right. But you know what? We'll get there. This is the week that I don't know if, like, you can honestly still say you're not on Barry's girlfriend's side. Because
Oh, I can absolutely... Being a victim doesn't make you a good person.
I didn't say it made her a good person, but oh my god. What this lady has gone through, and the fact that her journey exactly parallels Barry's attempts at self-recreation. Wow. Nobody's saying she's a good person, but oh my god, what she's gone through. And the fact that you've got Barry exactly mirroring her journey, and at the same time, giving her the worst possible advice. Because
Honestly, I
he
think
wants to live in
he
denial
mirrors
too.
He mirrors Gene more than he does McBitch Face.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's the
I-
same kind of thing. It's the same people coming away from this abuse and wanting to rebuild yourself and wanting to just stay in denial and live in denial of the person you are, the person you were afraid you are down deep. Like, they're both dealing with the exact same issue, the two of them.
I disagree. I would say that um she's struggling to cope with the fact that she was not just a victim but an enabler. And we still don't have the straight dope on her story, to be honest.
I think we've got plenty. Like, she was the victim of an enabler to an abusive monster who...
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to debate that.
Oh my god,
he's a monster.
The journey we get through what their relationship was like in this one episode of him showing that he can be sweet and showing that he can be gregarious and showing that he can like make it seem like he's the victim.
He's so manipulative.
Oh, exactly.
That's the issue.
And he tries to make it seem like he's the victim all the time. Like he's desperately trying to make it seem like, no, I'm the one whose life is being ruined. I'm the one, you know, who's being who's threatened to be destroyed by this. Like he's making himself out to be the victim. It's like, yeah, you're the guy. You're also the one who almost choked a lady to death. You know, like you're not the victim here. But that is what he desperately wants to see himself as, and that's what he tries to force her to admit. He's a monster, is the point.
He's a monster. She's a monster.
She is not a monster.
She's
by the comparison of all of the other characters on this show, she's one of the least monstrous.
I would say that Barry,
she's just self-involved, you know.
No, but she deliberately brings out the worst in people.
I don't know that she deliberately does it. I don't know that she's deliberately bringing out the worst.
Okay, when she tried to goad Barry.
Well, because she honestly believes... When she tried to goad Barry, it's because she honestly believes that, like, trying to... And this is the weird part.
Oof,
it's because...
Nice. 231 meters.
Nice!
Yeah.
She honestly believes that, like, getting in touch with the real you underneath is the best way to succeed at acting. And the irony in her character is she can't do that herself. She goads she goads Barry harder because she can't face up to doing that herself. Like, that's why she's pushing Barry. It's because she can't admit to herself what she would need to do to get in touch with her real pain and really understanding herself to get better at acting. Okay, I got a guy here. You could shoot him. That would be
window
fantastic.
Shot. Give me a second.
My guy's way over here. Don't worry
Lower
about
spine.
it.
Sweet hit.
Jesus. We got two guys. They're backing away. They're looking for cover. If you can't hit them, let me know, and I will machine gun them from behind. Looks like you're good, though.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You got them zeroed in. Yeah, and I think that's what's interesting is that I think her goading Barry is coming from an honest place, of a place of literally trying to help him with his career. And she's too self-involved to really understand that, as you point out, how dangerous that is and how much she's risking hurting Barry. Like, she can't see how in pain
or what
he
about
is
the
and how
fact that,
screwed
you
up
know,
he is.
He is definitely the type of guy who's sufficiently broken
Yeah.
that it would not be a far stretch for him to hurt her intentionally or deliberately, just simply because, you know, she goaded him that much.
Absolutely. Right? And the thing is, and I think what the show is saying, and okay, I'm sure the show people could disagree with me on this one, is the fact that she's so wrapped up in herself has kept her from seeing who Barry actually is. And oh my god, I got a guy inside the building, but he's dead now, so it all works out. And you're right, like, she's not a good girlfriend, but I don't believe she's a terrible person. Oh crap! Oh no. I tried to press the button to sprint, but I accidentally... I set a bomb, and instead of pressing the button to sprint, I pressed the button to pick up a body.
Okay, you've got...
I see him.
Two guys coming in on your left.
Yeah, I just...
Sprinting in the open, truck
Right.
in the open.
Whoa,
There's only so much I can
dudes
do.
for you. Alright, I'm going to sneak away. Nice work. You
Two.
just keep them looking your way. Oh my god, there's so many guys.
Yes!
You were not kidding.
There's a second truck coming in.
Oh, crap. Alright, I'm moving. This is fine. This is all going great. Yeah. And you're absolutely right that she is terrible. I just don't think she's a monster. And I think that it's clear more than ever because of this episode, we see why that is. And oh my god.
See, for me, the way I'd see it is she's a more dangerous kind of monster because you don't realize it.
Oof! They got me. That's an interesting observation. Like, I don't know if I fully agree with you on that one, but... Because, like, obviously, she's a monster in a lot of ways, but I don't think she is not as dangerous as the people who surround her. And, of course, the fact that she doesn't realize that she's surrounded by dangerous people is a problem in and of itself.
I don't even think she's ignorant of that, because we've shown that she's smart.
Yeah.
She's smart enough to know that she's surrounded by dangerous people. And she, by going to her ex's room...
Oh, God. I know.
Has shown that she's willing to ignore danger to save her ego.
I don't think it is just her ego, though. I think she's getting... It's not just that she's doing that to support her ego. I think in that scene, you've got her falling back into old patterns, right? And he's only shown this positive version of himself in the trip, and she wants to believe that he is, you know, a good guy that she always wanted him to be. And yeah, we can see the dread coming, but these patterns are hard to break for a reason. And she was like with this guy for a couple of years, and she has, as we pointed out, never developed the internal resources to cope with this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like she just doesn't have that in herself yet.
Well, beyond the fact that she doesn't have the resources, could you please start marking people?
Oh no, I will. I'm just trying to get to a high enough position to get an eye on them. But yes, she doesn't. I think she doesn't have the internal resources to deal with that kind of thing, and her narcissism and her inability to grow as a person is what's keeping herself weak in this way. Right? Oh my god!
Am I shooting high or low?
God damn it! You were going over his head. Yeah, it's hard when you're shooting at that guy on a roof and you can't see where the bullets are hitting.
Yeah,
that is the worst. All right, I'm gonna try to find a higher place to get to and just.
I think you need to just like get inside of a building.
That was my try. I was inside a building when he shot me. Yeah, that was the plan, and it worked. Oh my god! So yeah, so there's a guy on top of that roof who you've got to deal with post haste.
Which guy?
Hold
okay, you got that one.
Yeah, well, I got the one who ran into the building 3 feet in front of me. Beyond that, I'm at a loss. All right, I'm moving across the bridge. There should be a guy up on the building next to the bridge. There should be a guy. If he's still there from last time.
3 guys.
Okay. Alright, nobody's seeing me right now, so that's good. I'm going to try and scope some dudes out for you.
Yeah, you spot them. I'm much better equipped to handle them.
Got one. I will keep looking for more. But yeah, it's definitely, like, I still think... Oh, here's the rooftop guy. I got him. He's a sniper. He's coming for me. If you can shoot him.
Nope.
You're shooting over his head.
No, I'm not.
There you go.
Domed him.
Bravo. So yeah, like, I think it's interesting because in the same way, she wound up as this victim of this abusive monster, right? Her willingness to overlook stuff right in front of her face and make excuses for people if they seem to value her, right? That's the same way she's overlooking everything about Barry. Because, I mean, I think she is being willfully blind to Barry's qualities. Like, I think she's choosing... Has he got me zeroed in, or...?
I got him.
Oh, no. There was
a on top of that, the rounded parapet closest to you, so I got him.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I think there was a building between us, which is why I didn't even notice. There's a guy behind that building. And that is keeping her from seeing, oh, crap, who Barry is at all. That same kind of...
Fundamentally, she's so self-involved and so egotistical that she neither knows nor cares that she's damaging everyone in proximity to her.
I don't know how much she's damaging other people. That's the thing.
Barry?
Well, no. The thing about Barry is, like, if Barry was more self-aware and less, like, he's going to some risky places with his acting. He's driving to some risky places. But the weird part is, Barry is not being helped by being stuck in denial. Right? Like, coming to terms with who he is like the most healthy thing that has happened for Barry in the entire season of the 2 seasons of the show, is telling that story to Gene this episode. Which, by the way, get your mantle ready for another Emmy. You know, that was incredible.
That was fantastic.
Like,
and like
both...
it totally turned my opinion around on Gene.
Yeah. Oh my God, what the two of them do for each other in that scene, like as actors, like when the two of them do as
like
actors,
billing him.
He's like the punchline of that scene where he's like, "I bill out private sessions through a different company, so
yeah.
I'll get you the information." At the end of that scene is so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things that's happened on the show this year. But it's like, get your mantle. Oh my God, there are so many guys. You have no idea.
Oh, I have every idea. I've killed like 14 guys already.
There is a swarm of guys up on the hill I have to get to, so I hope you get a lot of ammo is what I'm trying to say. This is crazy. All right, I'm going to try and sneak a little closer see if I can get an angle on any other guys, but wow. But like the most healthy thing that has happened to Barry in 2 seasons of this show is coming clean to Gene, and that only happens because he's being forced through his stuff with his girlfriend to face up, is he at his core a violent person? I know it's rough. I think in the end this might be positive for Barry. I could be proven wrong, but that is the suspicion I have.
I think at some point Barry is going to be forced to reconcile with the fact that he is at his best when he's killing people.
Is there a better shot, though? First off, than that, him walking into the apartment, walking past his 2 terrible roommates who are playing VR, and just holding the shot on that as he walks into the back room, gets a gun, and walks out back past them. No hesitation.
The slide real loud.
Right next to them. And just walks right past. How beautiful was that shot? Oh my God. And then, Barry murdered an innocent person, just an innocent bystander in Iraq. He went nuts, and he went to a psychiatric hospital, and they had to cover it up to avoid bad press, so he just got sent home. And then Fuchs was like, I saved you from that stuff, so, you know, the only way you're going to be able to make a living is if you keep working for me.
On the flip side, I see that in a bit of a different light.
Yeah.
Because traditionally, when there's been soldier misconduct, your only 2 options in the military are you're going to have someone try to fucking crucify you.
Yeah.
Like Gallagher, the Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they sweep it under the rug.
Yes.
And it might have been on the way to being swept under the rug anyways.
Oh, no, totally. You're right. I don't know that Fuchs actually accomplished anything.
Did anything, yes.
I know he took credit for it and Barry believes him. You're absolutely right. I don't know that Fuchs actually did anything for Barry officially, but I know that Barry believes that.
Do you have any ammo?
I don't have... I mean, there's a couple... I found an ammo crate over here. If you can get over here. I think we both have to end up here.
I've got 14 rounds left for my rifle.
No, I've got a crate of ammo right here, so you're good to go. But yeah, no, I don't know if Fuchs was telling the truth there. I know for a fact that Barry believes Fuchs is telling the truth. And how sad, like, I know it's a beautiful coincidence for timing, but how beautiful is it that moment when the door opens and he's aiming the gun and they're both facing the wrong way?
Yeah.
And he's just like, what the hell? That what the hell am I doing moment of him ducking back behind the corner.
Yeah, because he went there with the full intent of just murdering this guy.
Oh, he was just going to murder that guy. Yeah, there's no hesitation. Nothing at all. All right, run into the tent, see if there's another phaser if we've beat this.
I'm actually just searching bodies for loots.
Yeah, and that moment is just so intense and so... Like, I know she's not going to find out. It's 4 episodes into the second season. She's in the room. It's going to be okay, but it is edited so beautifully that you're like, this isn't Sons of Anarchy. He's not going to murder a guy for his girlfriend, and it's going to bring them closer. This is the real world. Barry is a screwed up person.
Like, here's the thing. I think Barry needs to find that happy medium between, Murder Machine and not Murder Machine.
Come on in here. Come on. The star's over here.
You
got plenty of stuff. Yeah. And, we did it!
Yep.
Way to go, us! Oh, there's a second half. I did not know. Are you in a new sniper position?
I'm in a new sniper position, so you need to...
I will start tagging dudes, don't worry.
Spotting.
Yeah, I'll start tagging dudes. I think you're right. He does have to... Oh, look at that tank. Are you already shooting people?
Yep.
More power to you. Oh, it's beautiful.
But
Damn it.
I feel like... everyone exploits Barry.
Yeah, that's true.
Except when he's, in that. Oh, I shot the tank.
Yeah, the tank seems to know you're there. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a tank commander. Please tell me you can get the tank commander. I got him tagged.
Do not have him tagged.
Oh,
but
well, he's on top of the tank.
Don't worry,
You got him. And we get one scene with Hank this week, and we get Barry seeing a guy transforming into himself and not being comfortable with that.
No, it's not even uncomfortable with it. This is his craft.
Yeah.
And this dude is not taking it seriously.
I think that's part of it too, but at the same time, like, all of the guys jumping around and cheering him is exactly what happened to him when he shot the goat fuckers. Like, and I just think that the mirroring of what happened to him is playing into it as well as the guy not taking it seriously. Like, I think both are factoring in.
I think it's more the not taking it seriously because he actually understands the total severity of the situation where, you're going to be taking a dude's life. This is something you need to take seriously.
Oh, no. And I think there are 2 levels to his response, though. Like, I don't think he would have responded as, I don't know if the term violently is right, but severely to the guy had there not been these other people cheering for him as well.
No. I think it was...
Oh, hell. Apparently the tank saw me.
Yep.
Wow.
But I think a lot of it was, like, that sort of behavior on a civilian gun range would get you slapped and thrown out.
Yeah. And so here, where he's trying to teach people to murder, it's that much more intense.
Yeah.
I get that. I think that makes a lot of sense. All right. Why is it impossible to tag this freaking... Oh, you can't tag the tank commander. You can only tag the tank. That's what I was screwing up. My bad. All right. Okay, that makes sense. But then again, and then we get a wonderful punchline to the scene, which is, once again, the translator coming out. Like, Barry, giving the guy the most severe profane dressing down. And then, out of frame, the translator walks...
Way gentle.
Oh, okay. He shot a gun next to his ear, so I think it's pretty severe.
That's pretty severe, but as far as being profane, no.
Yeah, okay. But he runs over, and then having the translator run over to explain to him what just happened. And them all admonishing. And just the fact that Hank brought the translator again makes me weirdly happy. Yeah, even after last week.
Hank is such an amazing character.
He is. He really is an amazing character. He's fantastic. He really is. God, he's so upbeat. Oh, God, his rocky road and his cookie dough. And you know how people start looking like they're pets?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Hank. Oh, God, he's so wonderfully, delightfully insecure. Oh.
And we haven't even gotten to the best part.
No, okay, so go for it.
At the end of the episode.
The thing that I was so worried about.
Didn't come to pass. Oh. You were, in fact, so wrong.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And well, I mean, we knew that. Even see that coming.
No, like, that was the only other way out of this, right? But they've been setting it up all year. What a miserable guy this is, and they've explained why he's miserable. So, like, they completely set up that payoff, and it was beautiful. Oh my God, because it's like, he walks out, having gotten Barry on tape, and then he immediately starts to have an emotional breakdown. Like, that's the thing. He can barely get through the threat, because this is so far from who he thinks of himself as.
Well, the other thing is
All right, I have planted explosives on the tank.
I got the tank commander, nice. And there's a guy out in the open. I shot him in the face.
Nice. So I'm going to set this one to...
You spot him.
I was busy setting explosives. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I knew that was a slight possibility, right? But I didn't, until the guy had the emotional breakdown, I didn't know where that was going, and I was so happy with how it paid off.
I'm happy with the way
we got a truck. Yes.
With the way that the cop actually just keeps his gun on him the entire time.
Yep.
Because he realizes that while I am hiring this dude and while I have him over there, this is still a trained killer. It's
still a trained killer. I cannot take that for granted for a moment. Yeah. The tank might know you're there, so just, be prepared to keep your head down. And you're absolutely right. Like, he never takes, even as he's having this emotional breakdown, because he's trying to commission a murder, he never takes that gun off of Barry. Because of course he doesn't. He's not an idiot. Oh, he is always cognizant of what this situation is. And again, I love that about it. It's such a good performance. It's such a good scene. It's an incredible scene and an incredible episode. And it gives you such a wonderful idea for what kind of turn this is going to take from here. All right, I'm going to shoot this with a Panzerschreck. It didn't kill it.
That just made it mad. I can hear guys running around. I just can't really see them.
I will try and get an eye on them once I have... can you shoot the tank ones and get its... tell me when its barrel is swiveled towards you, and then I'll just pop out and shoot it? Because that would be ideal.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay. There we go! Whew! Right, now... oh, crap! I got the guys. I assume you saw them as well. You saw them as well. Okay. There was no mystery, apparently. You knew where they were. Alright. So this tank, I can't seem to set a timer.
Might have to actually set dynamite on it.
Oh, right. I was going to say, can you shoot the satchel charge from there? But if I have to use dynamite, I'll use dynamite. But yeah, it's a great scene, and more importantly, it really sets up the next section of the season. And that's
where'd you put the satchel charge?
Oh, it's on the rear of the tank. I'm standing directly next to the satchel charge. But I'm going to try using the flint, and I'm trying to blow up my own dynamite with a time charge.
Move back.
Yeah, but if you can shoot it with a rifle, go for it. Apparently the rifle worked fine. So yeah, just an amazing episode of All Around. Again, Bill Hader, get ready for your next Emmy. After that scene, both in the flashback.
Build your shelf.
Your shelf obviously can't handle the weight of 2 Emmys, so reinforce that shelf, buddy.
Because you're going to need it. By the end of the road. Oh, that's an armored car that I almost walked into the back of.
That's bad.
Where was I going with this? I no longer have Panzer Shrek. That's concerning.
No, don't worry about it. You just have to run across the river. I don't see the armored car anywhere.
It's off to the right of me.
Okay, well, there's like 8 buildings in the way, so I can't see it. I was going to try and tag it for both of us, but... Oh, wait, I'm getting up onto a roof. I might get a line on it. Hold on. Oh, damn it. All right, hold on. I'm almost... I'm not even going to tell you what happened. It's a series of embarrassing events that I'm not going to, repeat. But anyway, so yeah, an amazing thing. The title of the episode was Barry's last line. The what? Like, that is also the title of the episode, because of course it is. All right, tagging some dudes for you. They're guarding the exit, so if you want to find a nice place to snipe from... You found them too? Damn!
Oh, I found everyone.
Shooting me from the side. Okay, this is
all back down here.
A great situation for us, especially because I kept the Panzer Shrek. Who the hell is shooting me? I got like a sniper on the roof.
There's like a ton of guys here.
Yeah, because I was trying to spot for you, but then a sniper started taking me down. Okay. So
what? It's F to throw a grenade.
F to throw a grenade. Yeah. I'm going to try to get back downstairs, because, oof, this is bad. Oh, yeah, I got the sniper, got the sniper. All right. If you could hit this guy, that would be great.
I'm just randomly heaping grenades at this point.
I assume that will work well. Oh, Desert Thunderstorms, you're the best. God damn it. All right, getting down. All right, this is bad.
Guys, you missed, like, 4 on the spot.
I told you, like, guys were... a sniper was shooting me from my spotting position, okay? I could not do a lot to help you out in that one case. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, an amazing episode of Barry all around. Like every episode of Barry this year, it has made you desperate to see the next episode of Barry.
Yes.
I mean, that's just Barry's thing generally, but this season it has been even more intense. Domed. I'm not surprised. It's really bad over here. So I think we should do that a little more strategically.
Yes.
So like, yeah, and I will try. And you take out this sniper who got me pinned, and I will be able to tag everybody. But with this sniper pinning me down, I got no prayer.
Yep.
All right,
okay, so we blow the load. There is, I see a rocket marked on the map.
Well, we don't need that anymore. We've got, we've already destroyed both tanks. Isn't the rocket marked on the map the Panzer Shrek that you can use to kill the tanks?
Yes, but as you can see by that enormous armored car driving off to your right.
It might be a decent thing to have. Yes, I see what you're saying. All right, well, I'm going to get up to my spotting position and start marking dudes.
And beat up with you.
Okay, that is a good place to start. This week we also watched 3 more episodes of The Tick, which...
4.
What's that?
Didn't we watch 4?
I thought we were going to watch 3. Okay, so you know what happens in episode 10?
Next week.
I didn't realize there was only 10 episodes. I thought there were 12. I'm very embarrassed. And is the 10th episode, is this a half-season deal again, or is it clearly the last episode of the season?
Clearly the last episode of the season, and I don't know, the way it's shot and the way... I don't know, some tonal issues make me think it might be the last ever.
Okay. Well, damn.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it being renewed. It's only been up for
3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got on top of this thing right away. So yeah, well, hopefully we got another season, but oof. All right, well, I'll talk more about we'll talk more after I've seen it. I had no idea there was only 1 episode left, and I apologize for not doing the correct amount there. That's on me. But yeah, still, The Tick making a good point for why it's our best superhero comedy ever. Like, and amazing job mixing in the drama this year. Really, really good spy stuff. Really, really good drama stuff. All of the stuff with Lobstercules really did start out hilarious and then grew into something far more resonant over the course of the season in a way that really impressed me.
Well, there's also, just in general, the series has a really good knack for combining drama and comedy.
Yeah.
Dramedy.
Yeah, it really does, because the Tick is, I mean, on his face, such a ridiculous character, right? That you have to really commit to it to get the comedy out of there, and they do. Like, they absolutely do commit to the comedy in ways that I really love.
It's not even a matter of committing to the comedy. It's like you have a really good foil for the Tick.
Yeah.
I'm shooting these people as fast as I can.
And I will mark them as fast as I can. They might know where I am, but, you know, while they're shooting at me, who's behind a decent amount of cover, you can murder all of them. But you were saying about the Tick.
It has a really excellent grasp of comedy and drama. So it goes from, you know, Obstercules and the main fisherman to actually being really resonant and, you know, dealing with serious issues. And you don't feel talked down to. You don't feel...
That's true. You know. Like, you don't. You don't feel like the show's condescending to you at all. Like, you feel like it has a legit heart in its right... like, not just heart in the right place, but it's like the show really has a heart and cares about these characters. And it's like... It's this weird moment where I'm like...
Well, even Kevin is not considered disposable.
He's not at all.
Like, he's not played up for laughs. People don't get hurt for no reason.
No.
That's a big thing.
And it's like, tinfoil hat Kevin, I mean, the thing that we keep seeing with this character is, like, what does it mean to be...
armor car.
Oh, I got a Panzerschreck, don't worry. Get your
I am kind of worried because I'm behind a rock. To your right.
Okay. You know, I see it. Okay, it's going to take 2 shots somehow. Oh, wow, that's bad. I gotta say, I really feel that actual armored cars can't swivel their turret that quickly. It's like, dude, he got hit by a Panzerschreck shell, and he had swiveled to shoot back at me within 1 second.
Like, no, that's as fast as a modern Brad, so...
Yeah, but no.
And I think he just accidentally killed 2 of his own homies.
That one was me. I blew up the truck, and it took him out at the same time.
Okay.
It was pretty good. No, but it's like, because the guys inside the truck, like, we're asked to believe that they've gone through the process of being surprised by being hit by a Panzerschreck, to reassessing the situation, to figuring out where it came from, to swiveling the turret, to shooting me, all within 1 second. I'm like, no, that's not plausible in any way, shape, or form. There's a guy behind me getting a bead on me, just FYI.
What?
If you could kill him, that would be great, but I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Got him.
Oh,
he's
bottom.
Ow.
Dealt with.
Ooh. And there's a guy in the window as well?
Window above.
Yeah, there he is.
Spotted.
Yeah. Perfect.
Hey,
we got this.
Oh. Yeah.
And so what I was saying about tinfoil hat Kevin was, it's this weird situation. There's 2 guys coming out of the exit. If you'd find some cover, that would be great.
Why?
Well, because, you know, you want to have a good place to shoot them from. Or unless you've just murdered them just now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I was worried for nothing. That one's on me. Being over protective. In a world where all of this stuff is happening, what does it mean to be a tinfoil hat character? Like, that's the thing. We associate the concept of, you know, tinfoil hats with crazy beliefs. But what's a crazy belief in a world where Superman is really real? Yeah, like
and
the Tick
Superman gets mad at Instagram posts.
You know, it's like, what if Instagram really pissed off Superman? What if Superman had a really thin skin? Like, this is a crazy world they live in. So what does it mean to be a tinfoil hat character in that world? And it's a very interesting idea, because Kevin does seem to be pretty grounded, and I would love to learn more about his backstory. Like, how do you end up as a guy who's considered to have truly crazy beliefs in this obviously insane world? Uh-oh. That was all 6 of my machine gun bullets,
directly
by the
in
way.
the face with the Lee Enfield.
Yeah, like, where is this guy coming from? What does it mean to be crazy in this world? And it's like, he thought Aegis was, screwed up, and he was right.
Yeah.
But it's like, is that as far as being tinfoil hat gets you? Because you know what? The people in the city had a good reason. Okay, I got a guy up here who I can't shoot. I got a well rod. I can take a shot at him, but...
Mark him.
Yeah.
Mark him first. Yeah.
Good idea. See if you can get an angle on that guy. And if not, just follow me up the sandy hill to him.
Well, give me a second.
No,
actually, no. Just go and deal with them yourself.
All right, I got the well rod.
Be a big boy.
Hey, so thoughtful. But yeah, and the thing is, is that such a crazy position for Kevin to have when in the world of the Tick, Aegis literally abandoned the city after the Flag 5 were killed?
Yeah, and like that's one of those things. No one gets hurt for fake Cs. You know, when people get hurt, they are actually hurt, and it lasts, and it's damaging.
Yeah, and it is. People get killed, or people get warped. Like, look at what happened to Overkill. This is a man who has been warped by his experiences.
Yeah. And
then you've got, oh my god,
Lint.
Lint, Jesus, and such a fascinating series of things with Lint. This clutch of episodes.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what does make you into a supervillain? Oh, they're very open about the fact that it's like if you got powers, there's no reason to become a supervillain unless you're a screwed up person, like unless you've been hurt by society. Like, you don't get powers and say, oh, well, now I'm just going to be now I'm going to go start hurting people. There's no reason to.
Yeah.
Right? But she has been screwed up by, they're right there. She was in an orphanage. Well, that's a bad place to start. And we know that in addition to having been in an orphanage, there's got to be more to that story.
Well, right? We also know that the Terror basically did what Barry's girlfriend is doing and just warping her because.
Yeah. Although, again, I would not approve of your comparison between the Terror and Barry's girlfriend. Because there's a very different set of motives and practices going in there. I did enjoy the drive-by. Don't get me wrong. Let me know when your loadout's ready. I did enjoy the drive-by. I was entertained by that, but I'm not going to sign off on your characterization as her being a supervillain indoctrinating Barry.
No, but it's the same level of emotional abuse that she
it's
constantly
emotional abuse and
him.
Manipulation. Absolutely. Like, I do agree with that, right?
Because
but it is in a different scale.
Well, here's the thing. If she knew what he did, she would exploit that.
It's possible. I can't say that for sure. We're going to find out going forward, definitely, because this is got to come out. In the
first season, one of the telling, defining moments for the character, I was like, oh yeah, she's a bit of a Liatsuka, but when he shows up, he's like, oh, I know you're having trouble with your computer. I got you a new one. And she loses her mind on him.
What do you call it? And see, I would put down to her because of her history of manipulation and abuse and guys hurting you and then doing an over-the-top demonstration to try and make it up to you and make it all right with a single gesture.
But
I can understand.
Hadn't done anything wrong.
No. I know he hadn't done anything wrong, but I think it makes sense to me that she has bad associations with that kind of giant over-the-top gesture. I don't think she was trying to gaslight him into thinking he was a bad person for doing something nice for her. I think that she honestly has terrible associations with that kind of big gesture.
I believe that she's totally gaslighting.
Okay. And again, as the character develops and as the seasons go on, we're going to find out who has more evidence on that front. I'm not saying you don't have a ton of evidence.
I have a pretty heavy dearth of evidence on this one already.
surfeit of evidence. Dearth is the dearth would mean you had no evidence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you understand my meaning.
Oh no, dude, that's how I was able to correct you. I couldn't have corrected you if I didn't know what you meant.
Thanks, Obama.
You haven't given me a thanks Obama in so long. So thank you for that.
No, I've been shocked by other Democratic candidates. I've just been like shaking my head. I can't find any levity in politics anymore. I'm like, normally the Democrats are just such a source of like levity and gaffes, and now it's just embarrassing. I'm like, no, there's some genuine communists in here. That's deeply concerning as someone of Eastern European descent.
Oh, absolutely. I get it. I get how nervous making that is. Oh, man. But, that's what happens, The fascists show up, and then it's only the communists who are willing to pick up guns to stop them.
And then
everyone else just kind of lets the fascists do whatever. And then the fascists all get killed.
To death. Hooray!
Yeah, well, we all starve to death because, you let a crazy redneck take over your country who doesn't understand science. Like, it's not like the plan was to starve people to death. It was just like,
oh, it was.
This crazy no, the plan wasn't starve people to death. It was like, this crazy redneck doesn't understand science, and he's, listening to idiots try to tell him how to do, tell him how to best get yields of crops, and he's like, okay, you're the best party guy. I'll listen to the guy who's the top of the party, not to the frigging scientists who say that the guy who's at the top of the party is an idiot who's going to get us all killed.
He chose point out right now that you're trying to defend Stalin.
I'm not defending him. I'm saying he was an idiot who I'm describing as an idiot who put party loyalty over science and got tens of millions of people killed because of it.
Well, he also hated Ukrainians, which didn't help.
Oh, God, yeah, that was a nightmare. No, this is not a defense of Stalin, believe you me. Whoa! Oh, that made me happy. All right, I'm going to Panzerschreck some reinforcements, so wish me luck.
I'm just lining these guys up. They're crouching, and they're like, what happened to Bobby?
Oh. So, yeah,
oh, man.
What I didn't see coming, the big thing I didn't see coming, and I'm happy to admit I did not see coming, right, is obviously we knew, right, John Oliver, John Hodgman, we knew he was evil, right?
Yes.
We knew John Hodgman was evil. Everything about his character we've said was evil. It didn't occur to me for a second that he would be, like, the only, like, the super villain. That he was the Duke. That the Duke was someone he just made up to cover for his evil planet. Like, that didn't occur to me for a second, that he wasn't just evil, but that he was the guy. That it's all been John Hodgman this whole time. And it makes perfect sense. Like, just like, if you take what we now know about the character, the monstrous inhumanity with which he's, like, treated Lobstercules makes all the more sense.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, of course, because it doesn't matter to him, like, whether or not she has consciousness. It's just like, freaks are freaks. And just that line that he thinks this human supremacist who, the problem is, as we learned, when Superior crashed, his ship's stuff, like whatever his ship was made of, well, it didn't crash, it exploded, it seeded all of Earth.
Yeah, with this material.
With the material that makes superheroes and supervillains and Lobsterculi. Although, I mean, if Lobstercules is in fact from Atlantis, that might have been going on before.
Yeah.
There was, I mean, that's the...
That was actually something I noticed that...
I guess Lobstercules
I don't think
actually...
other people did.
Yeah.
That is actually the exact reason for biotics in the Mass Effect series.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Human biotics are a result of
right.
They
found the undersea
accidental explosion of an ESO reactor in the atmosphere.
Yes. Right. Oh man, that's interesting. Ah, damn it, they got me. Damn armored car.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, the armor card's a nasty jerk.
No, he's like 3 feet away from me.
Oh no! I'm stuck on a roof if you want to help, but if you get killed, it's totally fine. We'll just reassess. We'll stop and reassess. But anyway, it's interesting, right? But the thing that gets me about that wonderful moment of like him saying human superiority, and it's like all of you are just freaks, humans for humans, and he just has to be a human organization for controlling non-humans, right? Like this crazy, bigoted worldview. But what did we learn from the Arthur Scan episode? Everybody's got some of this in their system.
Yeah.
Everybody. It has completely permeated all of our ecosystems. Everyone has this stuff in them. So who is John Oliver looking out for? He's not looking out for normal humans. There aren't any normal humans left.
Yeah.
He's looking out for people who don't have powers. This comes from a place of resentment and jealousy and being one of the unlucky ones, the unlucky majority, who didn't get powers by, luck of the draw.
I'm on the fence about that.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the Garth Ennis
of course,
series?
I'm familiar with The Boys.
The Boys. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, except in that situation, what do you call it? Okay, no, I see your point. And then they have to give them powers to keep them in line and blah, 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 blah. And corporations and governments are the only ones that have superpowers. Well, here, it's kind of different here because in that case, corporations and governments have a monopoly on superpowers, right? And they use superpowered people as a way to continue...
Think back to the first couple of issues of The Boys where they're there to rein in people with powers.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm bleeding. Because I ran into 8 guys.
Yeah, okay, we gotta get better position on this wave. They're there to rein guys in when they get too extravagant. And in the world of The Boys, there are also black market ways to get powers, but by and large, powers are controlled by, the people in power in the world of The Boys.
By and large, but not entirely.
By and large, yes. No, not entirely. There are black market ways to get powers, and Bill and his gang are dudes with powers who are, black ops people designed to keep control of the rest. There are other ways, but by and large...
Because anyone who gets powers, one way or the other, ends up abusing them.
Yes, that is the extremely right down to Bill abusing his powers. But that's over the whole arc of the series. I'm sure they're not going to get into that right at the start. If not everybody, almost everybody who gets powers abuses them in the world of The Boys. It's his very cynical anti-superhero thing.
It's Garth Ennis who's...
Yeah, it's Garth Ennis. That's just who he is.
If I had the power to, I would just lock him into a basement and be like, no, you write Punisher from now on and nothing else.
Oh, God, yeah, he really should stick to it. And the weird part is, he's this fascinating guy where I don't agree with his take on the Punisher, but I love the actual issues. I love the action writing in his
Punisher Max, though?
Yeah, he did Punisher Max. The first 30 issues or 36 issues or whatever of Punisher Max are all him.
But which one specifically? Are we
all
talking
of the early
after...
good stuff? All of the Man of Stone, all of the stuff with the CIA, that's all Garth Ennis.
That's really good stuff.
It is good stuff. That's what I'm saying. I don't like his take on the character, but I like the actual comics he wrote. I like the stories, I just don't like his take on the character. And I know it's weird to have to draw the line there, but I'm saying, mechanically speaking, he's a great action espionage writer. I just don't agree with how he has decided to portray the Punisher. Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, that was brutal. Got some testicle there.
Yeah, that was hard to watch.
Yeah. I read some of his other stuff after being tremendously impressed by his run on Punisher Max, going back even, on the reboot.
Yep.
With welcome back, Frank, all that.
Yeah, all the Steve Dillon, Garth Ennis Punisher right from the start. Yeah.
Yeah. But
absolutely, Steve Dillon's the best artist, by the way. Okay. We all miss you.
But my thing with that is, when it comes down to it, I mean, yeah, he goes over the top. But have you ever read Crossed?
I have. It's the worst thing I've ever read. I read an issue of Crossed, and I'm like, oh, I'll never read another issue of this.
Yes. No, it's the only... Like, I am a pretty decent human being, I think.
Yeah.
That is the... Like, I had been given a copy of the first Crossed Omnibus.
Right.
Hopefully
you stopped after like 20 pages.
No, I read the entire thing. I'm like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, okay, well, I can donate this. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want anyone else to read this.
No, you should burn that.
That's exactly what I did. That was the first and only book
I've ever burned. Like, maybe these fascists have a point.
It's not even fascism. It's just, like...
No, I'm saying in their love of book burn.
Like,
it's
definitely, horrible. I didn't enjoy the act, but I'm like...
You have to, though. Sometimes there are some books that don't deserve to exist, and Crossed is right at the top of that list.
How is that thing still going?
I don't know, and I don't care to ever find out. I will never find out how that thing is still going.
Honestly,
no.
That thing still going just makes me think that
there's something wrong with the entirety of the world. No, wait. Has it, as in Ghostbusters, has it convinced you that humanity is too sick to survive?
Well, let's put it like this. It made me want to buy an extra gun.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I did.
Okay. No, but yeah, I just like that always reminds me of that wonderful thing from Ghostbusters with after seeing the horrors of the First World War, Ivo Shandor decided that humanity was too sick to survive, so he figured he's going to bring about the end of the world. And I'm saying that reading Crossed is the kind of thing that could give you the same impression.
Oh, I definitely... Yeah, I'm right there with you, because at this point... Oh, by the way, I mined the main road, so we should be okay.
When that armored car eventually shows up, which you know it's going to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's one of those books that destroyed my faith in humanity to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I need more guns. I have a lot of guns already.
But yeah, you can throw a couple more guns in the pile. Maybe that would be for the best.
Because, like, think about the fact that something so solid as my favorite comic book series ever.
Yeah.
Undying Love. Only 4 issues ever printed.
Okay. What's that?
It's a Chinese vampire love story thing. Okay, so basically there's an ex-member of the SAS who falls in love with this girl. She gets turned into a vampire.
Right.
And so now he's roaming Hong Kong looking... Oh, nope. There's the armored car.
I see it.
To, unfuck the situation.
Right.
And it's so good. It's well drawn, if a little dark.
Okay. I am down. I got shot with a bullet, and that made me miss with my Panzer Shrek. It was quite embarrassing. Yes! Your mind got him!
Yes.
Nice work. Right. So that kind of beauty can exist in the world.
Yeah. There's Witch Doctor, which is phenomenal, which is the best thing Kirkman ever wrote.
Right.
And
which, for me, isn't a high bar.
Making him continue to write Walking Dead.
Yeah. See, by the way, what do you call it? That is the strongest argument you can get for a universal basic income is, Robert Kirkman wouldn't have to do The Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah.
He just... Don't worry, Robert. There's always going to be food on the table. You're always going to be able to pay rent. Go do something worthwhile.
That's the thing. If Andrew Yang walked up and was like, listen, I'll give him an extra stipend of $3,000 a month to not write The Walking Dead. I'd be like, yes. I'm gonna vote.
All right,
I'm gonna vote Democrat for the first time in my life.
You know what? If we get that message to Andrew Yang, this might be in the bag for him.
I know.
God, it's such garbage. But yeah, it's
yeah.
Oh,
he's like, think about the fact that Frost has. I'm going to consult my phone briefly and figure out how many.
83,000 spin-offs.
Frost has spin-offs?
Yeah. Spin-offs, sequels, various other things. Yeah, I mean, hell, Alan Moore took a paycheck to write 6 issues of a spin-off one time, because Alan Moore always needs a paycheck, because, he's too principled to work in the economy in a normal way, so every now and then he just needs a paycheck. And
Alan Moore is...
he'll write whatever.
Like, he's brilliant, but to the point where, his mind snapped in two when he was about 5.
Well, no, but it's like he's the kind of brilliant that can't really function in society. He's too smart to be around people.
I wouldn't say he's too smart to be around people, but he was too smart to be around people. And then he turned 8, and,
Like, this is a man who has invented the modern comic book and done.
He's invented the modern graphic novel as an art.
Yeah,
I can't argue that. I'm a huge Watchmen fan.
Oh, Watchmen's fantastic. Marvel Man is as good, almost. I mean, the difference between the quality level of Marvel Man and Watchmen is that with Marvel Man, he had to turn in a new story every week, right? And it suffers as a result. But with Watchmen, he was able to work with Dave Gibbons to create the exact merge of writing and visuals, right, to be the perfect telling of the story. Whereas Marvel Man was just something that had to be out every week. It's still brilliant. It's still incredible, but it is not the kind of crafted experience that
it's not
Watchmen
on the same scale. Oh, I wandered out and I'm being shot.
Oh, no. I'm coming to try and help.
Anyways, but Garth Ennis,
yeah,
for the sin of giving us Crossed, cannot be forgiven.
No, ever. No.
Ever.
No, never, ever.
That series ran 200 issues. Undying Love ran 4.
4. Jesus Christ.
On top of that, Witch Doctor, which is Kirkman's fantastic piece, ran 16.
Wow.
So
that's upsetting.
Understand that it was sufficiently popular to generate 200 issues. That's like...
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That makes me deeply concerned for my personal safety.
Yeah, that doesn't say good things about...
enjoying it enough. I remember one of the covers was a kid running down a slide into a wood chip. And I'm just like, who the fuck?
He's reading this. Who looks at that in a store and is like, I will pick this up, I will bring it to a counter, and I will pay a human being. I will let another human being see me pay money for this. Who? Who could do that? I don't know. But the answer is, and the sad part is, the answer is 15,000 people a month. Because that's what it takes for an indie comic to be, profitable. The answer was 15,000 people a month were willing to do that.
Christ.
I'm not happy about it either, but you wanted the number, there it is.
Well, the way I see it,
yeah,
I'd rather walk up and hand someone a 20 for horse porn than...
Yes, than be seen purchasing that. Absolutely. You are completely right.
Because, I mean, straight up, that's...
Well, that was awesome.
Why not announce to the world that, oh, by the way, I'm going to be indicted for multiple murder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's basically what you're doing if you buy a copy of Crossed. We have, you were right to be this disgusted, but we have gone slightly far afield of our topic of discussion, so I'm just going to rein it back in slightly.
Well, understandably, anyone who has ever read an issue, a single issue, Age of Frost,
yeah,
will immediately have a visceral knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Either they will apparently start masturbating, or
they will never want to, hear anything from any of these people ever again. Yeah. It's what do you call it? It's interesting because, like I said, Alan Moore took a paycheck for that once, and it's like, I know Alan Moore needs a paycheck, but of course I read one issue of it because it's Alan Moore. It's interesting because he did it with zero gore of any kind. There's no gore and there's no Garth Ennis unpleasantness in it.
Yeah.
Because he's Alan Moore and he's a professional. But it's still, I was still, being his biggest fan, was not willing to read another issue of the comic. Just couldn't do it.
No, I got the first issue, which was Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, here's stuff that didn't make it into the comic. And there's a guy who's being deep fried, so his fingers are all fucked up, his face all... I'm like...
What is wrong with you?
You're
seriously, what
person.
Is wrong with you as a human being?
Yes. Ennis
who broke you?
Garth Ennis, you just need to be locked in your basement to make Punisher.
And that's all you should be allowed to do. It's gonna be an interesting question whether we end up covering The Boys here, the TV show, as we're talking about things.
Yeah.
Because we have strong feelings about that series in Garth Ennis, but we also have strong feelings about being pro Carl Urban, so...
Yes.
It's he's perfect
that
casting.
Is one of the main issues I have with The Boys. I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't all bad. But at the same time...
You know what else is coming.
There's a little bit too much Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
Which is why, I love American Gods, the novel.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of, shall we say, anxious or hesitant
to sign off on a TV production.
Yes, because it's not something that... Oh, I got shot directly in the face.
Okay.
There's a sniper. Watch out. By the tree.
I will. I'm going to try to come and help you, but I don't know if I can survive the dude.
Oh, there's a grenade that I'm going to be wearing in my lap.
Oh, no! Yeah, there were guys gathered all around you, and they shot the hell out of us.
Anyways, maybe it's time for us to move to final thoughts.
We are going to move to final thoughts, and the reason I'm sad that I did not watch the last episode of The Tick. So next week, we are going to be doing a kind of a triple thing. We're going to be... I'm going to watch the first episode of American Gods. You're going to watch the first episode of Patriot. And we're going to discuss which one we should continue watching week to week. We're going to talk about the new Barry, and I will have watched the last episode of The Tick, and we're going to have some as a season, and maybe looking back on it as a show, just in case they don't do any more Tick.
Yeah.
I'm filled with dread just saying that out loud. But we always knew it was a possibility, so...
Honestly, my big impression is... It's like the end of Season 2 of Travelers.
Okay.
It's like, we may not get a new season, we may just get a new season, we're not sure, so we're going to leave a bit of a cliffhanger, but we're also going to leave...
And satisfying. Okay, well, don't spoil any more. We're going to talk about this next week. So, if you want to be caught up with us next week, it is Barry 205, the final episode of The Tick Season 2. And if you want to watch the first episode of Patriot and the first episode of American Gods, that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Definitely.
Yeah, so definitely check those out. Is there something else you'd like to recommend?
Excuse me while I consult my notes. Dreadnought is now on Steam.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, I have no excuse for not loading up Dreadnought then.
Dreadnought is slow but fun, and I enjoy it thoroughly.
It's about capital ships, capital hover ships, shooting each other in the future.
Like,
that's the whole game.
I saw this years ago.
Yeah.
At, I believe, Fan Expo 2 before I married. Yeah, 2 before I got married. So, like, this game has had lots of development. It's fun. It's easy to play. It's fantastic.
And it doesn't have all of that free-to-play nonsense where you don't feel like you're enjoying yourself at all unless you spend money?
Oh, it doesn't have any of the play-to-win.
Okay, that's what people want to hear. As long as there's no pay-to-win, you're fine. You know? That's what people want. I'm looking at you, War Thunder. I love War Thunder because, tanks. But oh my god, are the tanks you pay money for so much better than the regular tanks?
Nope.
It is crazy.
Here's the thing, I have actually paid money into Dreadnought to get fancy ships.
Right.
No, I've been chewed.
No tactical advantage?
I've been chewed the fuck up.
Okay. There you go.
So, yes, I'm also going to point out that The Walking Dead and Telltale.
Yeah. Oh, is that out?
Yep. The final season.
Final season is out. Okay.
It's done.
Wow.
You will be satisfied.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that. I'm going to wait until it's on sale, obviously, because,
Yeah.
That's how I do. Fun fact, Telltale, you can't buy Telltale Game of Thrones anymore.
What?
Yeah, they had a 5-year license, and now Telltale doesn't exist anymore, so there's no one to, negotiate to extend that license. So yeah, like whoever bought the rights to all of the Telltale IP would have to renegotiate with HBO.
That's unfortunate because I heard Game of Thrones was one of their better works.
It's actually pretty good. I've played it and it's pretty good. But
I have Guardians of the Galaxy, which is touching. I will actually miss Telltale because they know what they're doing.
There have been many. We're not going to get into this now because there have been a ton of think pieces written about what they did wrong as a company.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get into that now. But just suffice to say, 10 years ago, sorry about that, I played their Jurassic Park game, and I was so taken by it that I was like, this whole new era of interactive movies has started, and these Telltale people are going to be huge. And then they were, and then they let it all go to hell for a lot of very stupid reasons. But, Telltale Games, we miss you. We really do. Okay, so, like I said,
join us back. Homies.
Oh. God. Join us back here next week for Barry. Ticktrospective? No, you know what? I'm not proud of that. And then the big debate over what we're going to be watching next. We'll see you back here for that. But until then, I'm going to say au revoir.